she wanna love, told her not that. Tell me why my head is love, wanna say that. Tell me why my family doesn't even like that.
Hello and welcome to Rivaled episode 33. I am Bo. Got my co-host Jake over there, whatever way he's on. This side. Anywho, college football playoff was it like a week ago? A little over a week ago?
It was 5 days ago. It was on the first.
Right. Oh, right. So Alabama crushed Notre Dame. I don't think that surprised anybody. So, I mean, Alabama, they're on a whole nother level. I don't really know if that's worth our time talking about because everybody just knows how good they are. So, but the one thing that surprised me and a lot of people around the country was Ohio State beating Clemson. Not only did they beat Clemson, they beat them very convincingly. So, were you surprised?
I wouldn't even say convincingly. I would say it was in terms of PG, it was a well-fought victory for them.
Yeah.
It was nice. Yeah. They definitely surprised me. I thought Clemson would just wipe the floor with Ohio State, but that definitely was not the case. Ohio State, Ryan Day just came out. Justin Fields, who got hurt in the first half.
He did. He took a nasty shot, but was able to toughen up.
Let me ask this. Do you think that was a targeting call?
Nah.
I think
it's football.
Yes. I think they screwed him over. I didn't think that was a targeting call. However, I'm not a college ref, but I don't see it. You got to make a tackle. He didn't go for the helmet or the shoulder pads or the neck area, the ribs. That's a legal football hit. So who cares if you duck your head?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude. I was shocked. I did not think Clemson was going to lose, and I did not think they were going to lose by that bad. Because to me, Clemson is just they've been, an awesome program ever since, Trevor Lawrence got there, even back to when Deshaun Watson was there. So for the last 5-6 years, I mean, they've been, throwing teams around like rag dolls. So to see Ohio State do that to Clemson, that kind of puts all the people, including myself, and I think you too, that said they shouldn't be anywhere near the college playoff. That shut us up real quick. Because if it was like 38-35, you could still make the case, like if Ohio State won that, like, well, a lot could happen over, 5 more games, injuries, fatigue. But it was like 49-28. Wasn't that the final score?
It wasn't close.
And even that, like, it wasn't even that, it was big. It was a much bigger victory than what the final score indicated. So yeah, no, Alabama and Ohio State. That's gonna be fun.
Let me get your game prediction now. Who do you have? Based on Ohio State convincingly beat Clemson. And
I still got to rock with Alabama, dude.
Okay.
Roll Tide. I mean, I just don't know if Ohio State has the linebackers to be able to match up with the O-line, Alex Leatherwood, Evan Neal, and of course Najee Harris out of the backfield running it. Then you got to worry about Devontae Smith.
Did you
Waddle?
See
Is
Waddle?
He back?
Yes.
He's coming back?
He's coming back.
Oh, it's over.
He's projected to play. It basically means he's going to
play. He'll play. Just pop some painkillers in his leg or whatever's hurt, and he'll be good to go.
I think with that, it'll be Alabama. As much as I want to see Ohio, honestly, like you said, it kind of shut us up with Ohio State not being anywhere near. I want to see Ohio State prove to the committee that this was a good choice. However, one game will not define that. I would love to see them go out and do the same thing with Alabama, but like you said, they have better defensive strength, I think.
Right, and they match up well offensively. It's just going to come down to defense.
That's not a question.
Yeah.
Justin Fields alone matches up with
dude. He might be better than Trevor Lawrence. He might be.
I think. Should write it down. Hot take.
I don't have a notebook. You gotta. I'll make a mental hot take.
We'll run it. We'll run the tape back.
Okay.
Justin Fields Okay, wait. Before I get too involved in this one, if Ohio State wins the national championship, Justin Fields is the number 1 pick.
Okay.
If not, I think he drops to 2, 3. I forgot who's number 3.
3.
Is it?
It's Jags, Jets. No.
I think it's Miami from Houston.
Oh, it is. It is Miami. Wow.
So,
Bill O'Brien, the ghost of Bill O'Brien, still haunting the
man.
Texans.
Okay, so I would think he would go number 2, but I don't know. I think 1 could be, dude. That's just so tough. I don't know. I think if Ohio State wins the national championship, Justin Fields is the number 1 overall pick. That's my hot take.
And if he torches Alabama's defense, like Alabama is an elite level defense.
Yeah.
Like they are as close as an NFL defense as you're going to see at the college level. So if Justin Fields can go out there and throw for like 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks, no turnovers, that's going to turn some heads.
Yeah.
Because kind of like in my NCAA football game earlier, Sam Howell, I was playing North Carolina against Clemson, ACC championship. Sam Howell threw like 450 yards against Clemson defense. But, that's video games. That's whatever. But in real life, Devontae Smith won the Heisman last night. And I know we kind of talked about this on Snapchat, and I think we were both in disagreement. Who did you think should have got it again?
So, looking at what you had mentioned to me, I get where you're coming from, and I understand your point of view.
And what did I say so our people know?
If you had Devontae and all these other receivers on a different team, Mac Jones would put up the same numbers.
Right. No, because any SEC quarterback could do what Mac Jones did this week.
Exactly.
This year. I mean, that's really no shade at him, but I mean, it's just the talent around him is just unbelievable.
I think that's what gets it. But at the same time, you kind of have to think of what went into it, of how he got it, compared to like a Kyle Trask, who just broke SEC records.
He did.
So I mean, I don't know. I love that Devontae got it. He's the 4th wide receiver ever to get it, first since '91. So props to you, Devontae. But at the same time, you got to look at your quarterback. You wouldn't have those numbers without your quarterback. That and with it being a quarterback biased award, I feel like you had 3 quarterbacks going against each other and 1 wide receiver, and the wide receiver gets it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But no,
okay. Yeah, going into the season, wasn't Devontae Smith like the number 2 receiver? Because I think Waddle was the number 1 guy.
Waddle was 1.
Waddle got hurt, so then Devontae stepped up and became number 1.
Exactly. So think of this: if Waddle never got hurt, would he be in that conversation for wide receiver?
I think so. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, SEC corners are unbelievable. Just SEC is one defense and running backs. So if you have a receiver like Devontae Smith that won the Heisman in the SEC, like that is crazy. That is crazy. So good for him. Yeah, no, and he's a little small. He's 6'1", 175, so you might have to put on 10 pounds of muscle, get that body right for the NFL. But a cool thing that I saw on CBS Sports Instagram was that, remember Georgia and Alabama, the game that made Tua Tagovailoa made him famous. Mm-hmm. Remember they threw a game-winning end zone pass, true freshman. Tua threw that ball to Devontae Smith. So I thought that was cool. I didn't know that. I remember watching that game. I was like, oh my God, he's open. And Tua threw it, and then they got him. I was like, what? And then it was actually Devontae Smith, and that was cool. Okay. Makes me feel old, because I did not feel like 4 years ago.
That's an interesting stat for sure.
Yeah.
But I got another one for you. I want to say the last 3 drafts, the Heisman has gone number 1 overall.
You're telling me Devontae Smith's going number 1?
No, I'm not. Hold on. If the Jaguars did that, that means they have faith in Minshew and that their receivers suck. So which one is it? I mean, you got to ask yourself.
They're not gonna do that. It's probably gonna be Lawrence. Maybe the Dolphins at number 3. That'd be kind of cool to reunite Tua, and I don't know though, because you have Rousseau. He opted out, defensive end.
Yeah.
That dude from Oregon has some wacky name, Penai Sewell.
I know who you're talking about. I can't
pronounce. Yeah, I know. Dylan Moses. I don't know. He might go late first round. So
I feel like eventually we'll do our mock top 15.
Oh yeah, we'll have to. But yeah, no, I still think it should have been Kyle Trask winning the Heisman, just because you got to go with the whole body of work. Trask. We were talking about him on this show, in October, November, and we never really talked about Devontae Smith until like 2 weeks ago. So I just think you got to go with the whole season. Sure, Devontae's stats were crazy, especially for an SEC wide receiver. But quarterback, baby, and Kyle Trask was exceptional, except for the Oklahoma game, but that doesn't count because that's not. But yeah, so Trask, I wonder where he'll go in the draft. Where do you think?
I don't know. I think the next closest position or team that needs a quarterback is I want to say 12 or 13, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could always trade up. There's like we've been saying for the past 2 months. The quarterback carousel.
Yeah, it'll be crazy this year.
I heard something. Matthew Stafford to the Colts.
Really?
Yeah, I saw something about that. And then that adds to my thing of the Dolphins or the Lions trading up and taking Fields at number 2. Kellen Mond is in the mix too.
Kellen Mond,
Matt Ryan, everybody. Say what?
Kellen Mond, Kyle Trask, Lawrence, Fields,
Prescott. You see what Jerry Jones said today?
Yeah, I did see that. That was kind of.
Ooh, that's bad negotiating 101.
We can talk about that on a different episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Who's the guy from North Dakota State?
Trey Lance. He kind of dropped off. But
only because he gives me Carson Wentz vibes, okay? Hear me out. They went to the same college. Agreed. He's good in college, gets some records, and then is just like a top prospect. No. He goes to the NFL and is complete dog water.
Dog water.
I honestly, you brought up the Colts. I see Phillip retiring. I see – oh, man, there's so many options. I can see Carson Wentz going to the Steelers. Not the Steelers. I'm sorry, the Colts. I can see Stafford going to the Saints just for a couple of years. Just bring somebody in, another veteran.
Yeah.
There's so many options, bro. It's going to be crazy.
I think this offseason's player movement is going to be at an all-time high.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with not just the quarterbacks, but the big-name guys like Julio Jones, J.J. Watt. Larry Fitzgerald retired. That sucks, but he had a good career.
He did retire officially?
He did, and that's what he said. That's what I saw on ESPN.
Dang.
I know, but dude, he, second in receptions and yards.
So let me ask you this. I feel like I know your answer. I know my answer. Do you need a legitimate award, like let's say an MVP or Player of the Year type thing, or Pro Bowl and a Super Bowl to get into the Hall of Fame? Can your stats alone get you in?
Yeah, because if you're on a crappy team, that's really not your fault.
That dude is the definition of loyal.
Right. I think he should come back for one more year. Run it back. Run it with the Chiefs. Try to see if he can cop himself a ring before he. What? Yeah, I know he won't, but that would be so cool.
He won't.
That would be great.
Man.
Yeah.
Like so another player this year is just going to be absolutely crazy.
Right. But hey, we got a crazy playoff too. The super wild card weekend this week. We won't give our predictions for that on like Friday or something.
Okay.
Yep. Also, the Philadelphia Eagles. Did you watch the game Sunday night?
I did not.
Nah, me neither.
I watched the highlights. I saw the post-game interview with Ron Rivera and Doug Peterson. They'll meeting at midfield. Ron Rivera, man. Okay, first and foremost, the Washington football team beat two cancers this year. Ron Rivera and Dwayne Haskins.
Oh.
I'm sorry. No, Ron Rivera said to Doug Peterson, "Hey, thanks."
Yeah.
It's like he knew what was going on.
Yeah, and no, like I saw this headline too where everybody was just so mad at Peterson tanking and losing the game on purpose. But Ron Rivera said, "Yeah, I had no problem with it. I mean, you want to get young guys in, get them ready for the next level, the next season." Of course, he's gonna say that, but I don't know. And apparently, like 2 Eagles players had to be restrained from going after. Bro, Peterson, he might be fired.
They were in the game. They were down by 3 when he did this.
Yeah.
In what, the third quarter, fourth quarter?
Yeah, something like that.
Like, if you're running with Jalen and you're being successful, continue it. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right. Plus, wouldn't you want to get, I mean, the Washington football team is a really good defense. So I feel like you'd want to get Jalen a little more used and accustomed to what an almost elite level NFL defense looks like. Because he got 4 they got 4 first-round picks up front for Washington. So, I mean, it'd be good rehearsal for him next year to get used to that pressure. Instead, you bring in Nate Sudfeld, who he's not going to be in the NFL in 2 years. So, I don't know. They were trying to get that 6th pick, and I hope that 6th pick is a bust because they I don't know, it's stupid. Kelsey was like, "What the heck are we doing, coach?"
I don't know if it was you that mentioned it or Lucas, but he said that we could be eyeballing Jason Kelsey.
I mean, Chiefs probably do need a center after this year.
I think it's Austin Ryder.
Yeah, I mean, he's good.
He's average.
Right, but I mean, of course you take an all-pro. And maybe I mean, I could see Philly doing a whole rebuild. I could see them firing GM, firing coach, getting Carson out of there, getting Fletcher Cox out of there.
Does Fletcher retire?
Does who?
Does Fletcher retire?
No way. He's still got some good football left in him.
Where do you see him going?
I don't know. That's tough because a lot of people you could always use defensive line help. Maybe Pittsburgh or Denver.
Where's that Cam Hayward?
They could use another one. Hayward plays the end. What you call it? Cox plays up the middle. Fletcher Cox plays defensive tackle, which is on the inside of the defensive line. You have 2 ends that are on the left, and then you got the Cox in the middle. Fletcher Cox is in the middle. He's between the ends.
Before we get too out of hand with this, so like you said, player movement's going to be crazy. Yeah, it'll be some crazy big names that'll be gone from their respective teams. Obviously, like you mentioned, Julio Jones, Matt Ryan could potentially be traded. I don't see it right off the bat. I think it'll be halfway through the offseason that they go somewhere. Quarterback carousel is just going to be all over. It's going to be hard to keep up.
You might be gone too.
I would love to see him gone. He needs out.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like he was hurt he was on the injury report all year. And his calf, I know, like, and his calf was giving him trouble, and then he didn't play like week 15 or whatever, and then he came out week 17 for a bit. So he's been in and out of the lineup all year. So
if Tony Pollard can stay healthy, run on Tony Pollard.
Right.
He won't be gone.
I hope. I don't know, man. If it comes down to Zach or Dak or Zeke, I'm choosing Dak every day, baby. But Dak's gonna have to get a little less than 40 mil. How much is Mahomes getting? Like 45 million a year?
Yeah, something like that. Has Dak Prescott won a ring?
No, Dak Prescott though, if he was healthy this year, he probably would have broke the passing yards record. Because
that's the thing that you just said. If he was healthy,
dude, here's the thing: with that crappy of a defense, and then with those great receivers, like that's the perfect combination for like 5,700 passing yards. He literally had like 400 passing yards, like 3 straight games.
You might hate me for this one.
What?
See, I can't be too mean because in reality, I wouldn't want it to happen. But just for the kicks and giggles right now, I would take Jameis Winston over Dak Prescott.
What? Okay, you're done. You're done. You're done. All right, well, Steph Curry dropped 62 a few days ago. That's pretty cool.
Basketball, for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That was it. I was just saying Curry dropped 62. That's all I got. I haven't been following much other basketball yet. I'll pay attention when the fans are in the seats because I'm trying to get season ticket to the Wizards.
Wizards have a team? I thought it was
it's the Russell Westbrooks and the Bradley Beals. Their offense is
it's the Russell Beals.
Yeah, that's what it is. Their offense is basically if your name is not Westbrook or Beal, you do not get anywhere near the basketball.
I don't know. Thomas Bryant's been looking pretty good.
He does. Yeah, no, he's been really good off the pick and roll. He's kind of always had that body and that intensity. One of my favorite Wizards, though, is Davis Bertans. He is like he's just a walking bucket. I swear, like his shoes, whenever you step in a puddle and like you're still walking and your shoes make a little because they're so wet. That's kind of what his shoes are like when he's playing.
Splash.
It's Splash Mountain, baby.
Splash. Curry dropping 62. That was a crazy feat. I think that was definitely a career high for him.
Oh yeah.
Just
a lot of Warriors have dropped 60.
Okay, you said you haven't watched a whole lot of basketball lately.
I haven't.
Neither have I. But as of right now, what's your rookie of the year looking like?
Rookie of the year, dude. Obi Toppin, LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman, Anthony Edwards,
too much.
Malachi Flynn.
Anybody that was a top 10 pick, really?
I think, dude. Honestly, I think Malachi was like a late round pick. Well, not like a late first round pick. He was really good at San Diego State. I watched a lot of him. So he was, he's got the handles, he's got the shot. So if he can just work on his defense, I think he could be a future all-star. Honestly, he's looked really good in college.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. He's looking good.
Cool. So there's some baseball news too. Oh yeah, Yu Darvish.
Hold on. San Diego Padres, yes sir. Yu Darvish, the Korean infielder, forgot his name.
Yeah.
Blake Snell. Oh my God, I think Blake Snell trade had so much to do with Game 7.
Oh, me too, man. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw that. I was like, oh, I know Blake initiated that, and I don't blame him. I do the same thing.
Yes. How good does San Diego get with 3 All-Stars? Potentially 3 All-Stars, 2 for sure.
San Diego, man, they're on the come up. They got all the swag with Tatis. They got the leadership with Hosmer. Now they got a really good pitching staff. Chris Paddock, too. Don't forget about him.
Chris Paddock, Dillison? Lamet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Him. Yeah. And then, but, what's their bullpen looking like?
You got Tim Hill. I think you got
Timmy.
Tim Hill, buddy. We need you on this podcast sometime.
We do.
I reached out to you before.
It's all good. We know you're busy, but you're not busy right now. It's the off season.
It's the off season.
Okay. Oh, they got Clev. They got Clev too. I forgot. Mike Clevenger.
They do, Mike Clevenger. I feel like you can quote me now. I feel like they have the best starting rotation in baseball right now.
They do. But what we've seen a lot with the Padres in recent years and a lot with other teams too. Your team can be amazing on paper.
Yes.
But, that doesn't always translate to the field. Remember in like 2015 when they had like Kimbrel, Matt Kemp, and Justin Upton, and everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, the Padres!" And then they lost like 90 games.
They
And
did.
everybody was gone by July.
Didn't do jack. I do.
Yeah.
Justin Upton's still playing, right? He's with the Angels, correct?
Yeah, no, he's having a really good career.
Okay. Well, finally, after leaving the Diamondbacks.
Right. Oh, they have Tommy Pham too, Will Myers, of course, Manny Machado. Where is San Diego getting all this money? Like,
it's international draft picks, draft Rule 5s, and stuff like that.
but like how okay, so they're paying Darvish, who has a huge contract. They're paying Machado, who has a foolishly big contract, and Hosmer. That contract didn't work out. Like if the Royals gave Eric Hosmer the contract that the Padres gave him, the Royals would be screwed for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't okay, has San Diego always been a big market team like that?
I wouldn't say a big market. I would just say a smart market.
Yeah. I mean, they're just dropping millies on everybody.
Dude, let me go try out for them.
Yeah, I don't get it because like the Royals, man, if the Royals have one bad contract, their roster is done.
I do feel like, speaking of the Royals, I'm not saying it was a bad contract. I think it was much needed, but the Salvador Perez contract in 2016.
What do you mean, Salvador? How much is he making?
It was for like 5 years. Oh shoot, how much was it?
Pull it up. Let's see. Yeah, because I mean, he won all MLB first team last year.
He does produce. I will give him that. But I just feel like it was kind of a stupid contract. Like
6 years, $52 million.
Yeah. I mean, so what's that break out to?
With the bonus, that's about $14 million a year.
Shoot, that's not bad.
That isn't bad. However, let's see if Salvi goes south, which I mean I doubt he will. The Royals might be in some trouble there. But I mean, honestly, the Royals have made some really good moves this offseason. I don't Carlos Santana, Mike Minor.
That was a good one. I'm excited to see Santana. I'll probably get a jersey.
Yeah, no, me too. And then we have that young pitching staff coming up too. So Bubich. What's his face? Brady Singer.
Zubik.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be good. Zimmer as well. Forgot his first name. His brother plays for the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be really good to see some baseball. Like you said, man, I'm excited to see the fans back in it, go to some games.
Right.
I'm ready for it.
Right. What I'm thinking about doing is getting an Airbnb up by Nationals Park, because they have like apartment complexes over there and a few of them are available. So I'm thinking I get it for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Go there, chill, do whatever the hell I want. All right. Watch the game Friday, watch the game Saturday, Sunday day game. Sounds like a pretty dope weekend to me, but
Sunday, what?
Then watch the game Sunday. Like, so Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
What do you prefer, a night game or a day game?
Honestly, I like the day games. I just think that's how baseball was meant to be played in the sun, not in a dome with catwalks that bounce off the top of the roof.
And air conditioning.
Air conditioning is nice though. And I do like the retractable reefs. The retractable roofs.
Reefs of the ocean.
Yeah. Just because I like to travel to new stadiums, and I know you do too, and a lot of other baseball fans. So whenever like you go somewhere and it's raining, you're like, what if there's a rain delay? What if this is rained out? It's not like I can, come back, because I already dropped my buddy on this trip,
Right.
So that's why, when, for instance, when I went to Miami, there was no anxiety or stress because I knew that, rain or shine, the game was going to go on. Just takes 10 minutes to close that roof, and it's all good. So that's what I like about retractable roofs. And honestly, I've been saying this for a few years now. All new NFL and NBA stadiums should have retractable roofs. I think that should be in the rule book.
I do feel like you get a lot more use out of your stadium with retractable roof or just covered in general. Like, for example, take the Las Vegas Raiders Allegiant Stadium. Massively gorgeous stadium. To be honest, it looks very nice.
Yeah, no, it looks great.
You can get a lot of concerts, events, like just with that dome feeling or like a retractable roof, you can get so much done.
Exactly. It's like a basketball arena times 4.
Yeah.
Like Olympics.
Speaking of college basketball, did you see that Indiana is going to host most of the 2021 playoffs or brackets?
Indiana? Why?
Lucas Oil Stadium, a couple of the colleges.
Oh, okay, I got it. I thought you meant like University of Indiana. I thought they were gonna like still like Hopefully we'll be able to play it. I think they still should have had it last year. I don't get why they didn't.
Kansas was number 1.
They could have had May Madness.
That would have been nice.
Imagine if you were a senior, like Obi Toppin, for instance.
Obi Toppin, Udoka Abuzuki out of KU.
Yeah, so like I don't know.
Return though, I will say that.
I still think they should have let him have another year of eligibility because they didn't get to play in the playoffs. Yeah. Anywho, well, I think we're running short on time, so I think we ought to.
I think that would be it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, family, dog, cats, pets, whatever. I don't know if I've told you this, but I'm thinking about ordering some more shirts. So
okay, yeah.
Shirt, hit us up on Instagram. I'll get it rolling and get it sent out to you as soon as possible.
Yep.
Private Sports Talks on everything: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Hit the little bell on top. Get some notifications going. We love it. Peace.
Laters.